Hey everyone, I'm Rodney.
And I'm Jessica. Welcome to The Making of Us.
This is where we dive into our lives, cultures, and everything in between.
From our first meeting in Vegas to learning about each other's past, dreams, and adventures ahead.
We're keeping it real, unfiltered, and fun.
So join us as we figure out life together, one conversation at a time.
This is The Making of Us. So I kind of wanted to start a podcast because honestly I had nothing else to do.
That's fair. That is a fair thing to say.
I mean, it ain't like I had nothing else to do. It's just that it goes with what I do, and I have a lot of free time on my hands.
Yeah.
Right
I hear
now.
that. I also feel like we've talked about doing something like this before because we have such a unique story.
Yes.
As far as how we met, what we both do, and the adventure that we're kind of on right now where we don't really know what we're doing now.
Facts.
And I think we wanted to just capture, in the moment, what's happening in our lives. Also, we both have huge families, so I think we wanted to keep our families updated on what's going on with us because there's a lot of people to update, honestly.
No, yeah.
It's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah. As I started thinking about doing the podcast, it's I started looking up things, ways to do it, why to do it, what all you can do with the podcast.
Yeah.
And that was a couple of things. Family had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
In this way, we're still new in our relationship. It's good to, this be a good way to get to know each other better. It could be therapeutic. And that one thing, I think I told you when we were trying to plan this about documenting our lives for future kids.
Yeah.
They can really see us in a different light.
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about that for a while, actually. Having our kids know us before we were parents.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that our parents couldn't really show us because back in the day, video cameras, pictures, stuff like that weren't as common. So now that we have all of this access to all this technology and stuff, why not document who we were as people at this age?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's very important. That'd be so cool, thinking about my parents.
Yeah.
All we have is, photo albums.
Yeah.
Go back and see the pictures. Hopefully they can remember the story of what happened in that picture.
Yeah.
See, this way you can archive your whole every day. They could kind of
get to know you.
Yes, as a person, not as a parent.
Not as a parent. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel that's super cool. And I got the idea from David Shands. Well, he the one said it first. That's where I heard it at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, David Shands, he's a podcaster. And so I was like, damn, that's a unique way to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. So to our future kids.
Yeah.
Just kidding. This is for you, baby.
This is for you, baby. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, yeah. So how was your week?
My week has been good so far. It's only Wednesday. I worked Monday and Tuesday. And
What about the weekend?
the weekend was great. Oh, the weekend. Yeah.
How was the weekend?
Weekend was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
We actually, so do you like how when you asked me how my week was, I went straight to work?
Went straight to work.
As if that's the only thing that's going on in my life.
Right.
Anyways, the weekend was great. We saw the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep.
We live in Seattle now, so we are taking advantage of all the sporting teams that are here. I think we've been to all the sporting events now
except
here,
the hockey.
maybe?
I mean, except
we went to hockey.
No, except soccer.
Soccer,
The
Sounders. Yes.
Sounders. We haven't
That
seen
is,
Sounders.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we've been to all of them now. All of the
Dude.
professional sports, at least in Seattle.
And it almost happened in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Except the Storm.
Yeah, the Storm we've gone to twice now,
Yeah.
the WNBA team, but
Yeah.
we've gone to most of them. We are big sports people, by the way.
Facts. Mainly basketball.
Mainly basketball. We're both.
But you have said that basketball isn't your favorite.
To play,
Oh.
no.
Okay.
It's not.
It's not your favorite to play.
It was just the one that I had the most success in.
Yeah.
But it
What
wasn't
about
my
to watch?
favorite.
Is your favorite to watch?
Yeah.
Or is it football?
Yeah, no, I like basketball. Basketball's my favorite to watch.
Okay.
I
same.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for those of you who don't know, we are both ex-college players.
Facts.
Basketball players.
Yeah.
So we kind of bonded over that when we first met, I think.
Very true. Yeah. Definitely a plus. I'll tell you that.
Basketball is our thing.
Facts. Yeah.
We love it.
She doesn't want to play with me anymore.
That's not true. What? Why? Why that reaction? That was intense.
Because you don't want to play like competitive with me.
No, I don't want to play one-on-one with you because I wouldn't win.
I asked you to play like on my team. You're like, no, I don't want to play with boys.
I don't like playing with boys. I don't like co-ed. I would play. Okay. I would play with you if we were playing 2-on-2 with someone. Like 2-on-2 against people. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd have you on my team.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like you always like if we're on the court, you're on my team no matter what. Like that's.
Then yeah, I would play. You wanted me to play on your team at Spartan? Is that what you meant?
Was it Spartan?
Is that what you meant though? No. When we were playing outdoor basketball.
Yeah, we were playing outdoor basketball. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like pick up basketball at a park. That's like so not my thing.
Okay.
I'm not good at like, I don't know. I'm not good at like pick up basketball. Well, maybe I'm just like, I'm like self-conscious about that for some reason.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
No.
I was never an offensive player, and I feel like pick up basketball is offensive.
It's pretty much all about
It's all you do.
But everyone, you need that bruiser, defensive player.
That's all I could do. I'm not
and pass the ball.
Not an offensive player
But
at all.
you are though. You can handle the ball. Yeah.
I'm all right.
You definitely can handle the ball.
I mean, I obviously used to be better. It's just like,
It's still there.
Here we are now.
It's still there. So what else happened this week? Well,
we went to the Seahawks game. Wow, we went really off topic there.
That's
Sorry.
fine. We see your cousins. Your cousins came in town.
Yes, my cousins came to town. So most of my family is in Vancouver,
Yep.
Vancouver, British Columbia, in Canada, which is only 2 hours away from Seattle. So we have family visit us all the time. And so my cousins came down and we met them at the Seahawks game and had the best time. We got tickets for like $48.
Yeah.
The day of, it was amazing.
Yeah, day of. Get the day of tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not bougie. If you're not bougie.
Because we're not.
We're not bougie.
We're not
if we got to be in the nosebleeds, we're in the nosebleeds.
Yeah. It's the experience.
It's the experience.
The experience was incredible. There were fireworks. It was a whole thing.
Seahawks do it crazy. I ain't gonna
Pretty
lie.
big,
like,
right?
I've been to like Panthers games. Mm-hmm. I've been to Vegas games, to the Raiders games.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to a couple more.
So that was my first NFL game.
But I'll tell you, they put on a show kind of like Vegas do. Like Vegas has more. Mm-hmm. They have like live performances. You might mess around and see Usher performing at halftime or something. For real. But
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Here they do it pretty good. I feel like they do it good. Like in the fans here are great.
Yeah, I could not believe how loud the stadium got.
The loudest stadium in the league, I think.
My cousin brought his 2-year-old son, and I was like, I think he needs to wear earmuffs. Yeah, like the headphones, because this is too loud for me. My eardrums are like shaking.
Yeah, I had like pressure on my ears.
Yeah, the pressure was crazy, and I was like, how is everybody listening to this right now? Yeah. It can't be good. It can't be good for your ears.
Can't be.
It can't. But it was so fun. It was such a cool game to watch.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
We lost.
Yeah, it was crazy ending, dramatic fashion. Lost, couldn't pull it out.
Worth the $48 though, I would say.
No question.
Way worth it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
All right, what else happened going into last Wednesday or last week?
What did we do?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we
I
didn't
feel
get
like
too
we
much
did
last
that
week.
too much.
We did too much last week. I don't think.
I don't think so either. No.
No, we watched the WNBA a lot. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Watching the playoffs.
Oh yeah, it was like Thursday.
Yeah.
We played Thursday and then Sunday. Yes.
Okay, cool.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm cool. I am always just trying to figure it out.
Always trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. I mean, honestly, it's like, my brain does not stop. So, but I'm good though. Like, just trying to figure out AO Media, making music. I made a beat.
Yeah. Yes.
For the first time in a while.
Yes.
So-
Rodney makes music, guys.
Yeah, I make music.
He's the best.
Yeah, I finally sat down and made a beat. My brain finally let me. But yeah, just trying to figure out AO Media. That's all. Like,
How to
but-
get popping out here in
yeah,
Seattle.
Seattle is,
You know?
Yeah, we'll get into Seattle later.
Mhm.
All right. What else?
What else? Well, can I talk about work now? I guess.
If you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about.
Well, no. I just meant like that's also what I did this week. Was work.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
That's all I was gonna say.
Oh. You worked.
Yes, I worked.
Do people know what you do already?
No, I am a registered nurse. I work in the operating room, and because I'm Canadian, it was a long process for me to become a nurse here in America. Mm-hmm. So we'll probably touch on that
Yeah.
a little later. I don't know when, deeper into the podcast, but if you're a Canadian nurse trying to work in the States, DM me. I can help you. It is a long process, but here I am.
Made it.
I made it, and I'm making
it.
more money than I would in Canada, and yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What's the biggest surprise? Like coming from Canada working in America as a nurse. What was the one thing you're like, what the fuck? You know.
I think specifically in my role as an operating room nurse, I've talked to you about this many times, but so in Canada, the way the workflow is in the operating room is completely different than it is in America. And I knew this before coming to America, but I didn't think I would feel it as much as I did.
Yeah.
So in Canada, I guess I should start like the roles in the operating room. So when you're a registered nurse in the operating room, you are responsible. It's called a circulator. So a circulator is someone that, it's exactly kind of what it sounds like. You're kind of like the runner during the surgery. You grab stuff that the surgeon needs. You prepare the patient for the surgery. You check consent. You do all the things around the surgery that needs to happen. The other role in the operating room for a registered nurse is a scrub nurse. And so that means that you're sterile and you're passing instruments to the surgeon during the surgery. And then in Canada, we have a third nurse in the room, and that nurse also helps to grab stuff whenever things are needed because it is that busy in the OR. It is very busy.
Yeah.
So there's 3 nurses in a room in Canada. In America, there's only one. There's only one nurse in the room. So that right there tells you how much responsibility you have. You have double the responsibility of what you would in Canada. Mm-hmm. You get paid double the amount.
Okay, yeah.
So we are getting compensated for that, yes, but it is difficult. That transition for me was very difficult. The reason why there's only one nurse in the OR in America, though, was because you have what's called a surgical tech. So a surgical tech has gone to school to scrub, which is like help the surgeon with the surgery, so like pass the instruments to them. They're not nurses, but they went to school for this specific role, which we don't have in Canada. Mm. And they make significantly less money than a nurse. Their job is significantly harder, I think. Yeah. It can be. It can be way more complicated than what we do, but I guess it's just how they do it in America. So that was probably the biggest shock for me. The responsibility that I have in America as an operating room nurse is tenfold than it is in Canada.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
The juice? What? Is the money worth?
Yeah, the work. Or should you get paid more?
What?
Or do you think you should be paid more?
Yeah, yes. I think that nurses should be paid way more than what I'm being paid.
I think in general, I feel
1,000%.
I feel like the general consensus on that is like yes.
Yeah, I think everybody knows that.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, in your individual situation, mm-hmm. do you think what you do, you should get paid more?
Yes, I do think I should get paid more.
Dang.
There is a lot of back-end work that falls on the nurses in the room. Like, we get blamed for so much stuff that is really out of our control. If a patient is late coming to the hospital, let's say they're stuck in traffic or something, the surgeon gets mad at you. They're like, why is the patient not in the room yet?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't have control over them getting here. Why are you mad at me? What did I do?
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not fun in that aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with, like, I guess, you know, with any job, like, those little things is what really
get you.
Yeah, that's what really make you tired of working. You know
Totally.
what I'm saying? Because the things things that are outside of what your job description is, that's what, like, man, F this, bro.
Like, for example, when the surgeon is scrubbed into a surgery and their pager goes off, who has to answer their phone? Nurses.
Oh, see, that's
So if, like, there's an emergency, I have to interrupt the surgery and tell them what the emergency is, and then they ask me questions, and I'm like, I didn't ask that question, actually.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to take these calls. I'm not trained to take these calls, you know, like triaging, whatever. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. So, like, that is probably the worst part of my job.
Damn.
Is dealing with the back end logistics. The job itself is doable now that I'm, like, practicing, but the back end work is just not it. It is really, really annoying.
Yeah. I mean,
it throws me off.
You know, obviously we would talk long distance when I was in Las Vegas and you was in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I literally never heard you complain about your job at all. Not one. There's not one time where I heard you even.
That's because
bicker about it. Like,
because I liked my job in Vancouver.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
I would say my job in Vancouver was pretty cush. I'm not even gonna lie. In comparison, I had a really good job. The culture at the place I used to work at was amazing. I was friends with all my coworkers. Like, it was so much fun. Here is just, there's such a disconnect with people. The culture is just so different. They're going through a huge change right now in the whole hospital. So, like, management is changing. Directors are changing. Staff are getting annoyed with all the changes. Like, it's just a weird time for me to be there, I think.
Yeah.
It's a weird time.
I'm pretty sure a year ago, I was like, I was like, yo, you sure you want to come to the States? Because 2024 is going to be a weird time. Like, you know, I feel like, probably talk about it later, but, you know, America is moving into, like, a weird time. You know, and not the best time either. Yeah. You know. But yeah, I guess it's
my work rant.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have it. You gotta do it. You gotta have the work rant.
It is. But I will say, for the record, I am starting to like my job now.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm off orientation and I'm on my own, so I think I like it better.
Bet. Well, that's what's up. All right, you done with the rant?
Yeah.
All right. Want to get into the verse?
Yes.
All right. So this is the part of our show where we're going to read a Bible verse and have a little mini Bible study. So I grew up in the South, Southern Baptist, heavy in the church as a kid, but around teenager, around, I don't know, like 14, 15, I think, we kind of stopped going to church. Slowly. We slowly stopped
going.
Family. As a family, yeah. I think a lot had to do with the internet. Yeah. No lie. You know, I feel like us getting access to the internet kind of gave us different perspectives on things. So we kind of just slowly started, exploring other things. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we always have been believers, though, still to this day. Like, our faith is rooted in the church, you know, in God, in Christianity, you know. Yeah. But, you know, all the traditional things and traditional beliefs, we kind of don't fall into that anymore. Yeah. Yeah. And you grew up?
I grew up Catholic. Went to Catholic school from kindergarten to grade 12. And so kind of the same thing. We went to church like every Sunday in my family. I wouldn't say we were super like strict Catholic, but our parents definitely made us go to church every Sunday. Yeah. As I got older, I stopped going to church years ago, but I just felt like I still believe, I still have the values, and I'm very like grateful for my upbringing and to have this faith, but I don't think it's necessary for me to go to church.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah.
That is why I stopped going to church.
No, I got you. Yeah.
And so I think as we're getting older, I think we started talking about like these types of values. Mm-hmm. And you were heavy into like studying the Bible and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think in the Catholic Church, I don't know if it was just me and like my experience, but like I don't really remember a lot of stories from the Bible. I would go to church and I'd kind of turn my mind off and not really pay attention. So
yeah.
Anyways, we had this idea to go like to do some Bible studies together and see kind of where we're both at as far as our perspectives and how we align, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important. Especially when we talk about building a family together. You know what I'm saying? See what we believe. Mm-hmm. And I think it's what we have to, between us, you know, is there's no right or wrong. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's no right or wrong or whatever. Yeah. You know, because we come from two different worlds. So obviously, you know, it could be something that you believe, I don't believe, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Or anybody. Like, I feel like what a person believes is kind of like on them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think we have to keep an open mind on that. And I just think it'll be fun because religion is one of my favorite pastimes to like binge on. It's I don't care what the religion is. I'm like, I just want to know why they believe it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or what is it about?
You want to understand more like other people's perspective.
Because growing up, I only had Reverend Brooks. You know, that was the Reverend. I only heard.
Was that the Reverend at your church?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I only heard his perspective my whole upbringing. Mm-hmm. I want to know, you know, and even in my same town, you know, I had my grandpa who started coming around later on in my life, and he was like my favorite speaker. You know, he was a pastor. You know.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And so I would love to hear him talk, but it was totally different
than what you were taught in church
from Pastor Brooks. You know, it was totally different, like the delivery. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you know, he made it easier to understand. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of fluff on it, like talking about Grandpa.
Yeah. He made it relatable.
Mm-hmm. Like you could see he was living what he was talking about. Yeah, it wasn't it wasn't a lot of drama. It was just teaching. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like. I like to be taught. I don't like to be screamed at, preached at. Yes. I just want to know
I agree. What's the message here?
Yeah, what's the message? Yeah, you know, deliver it the best way you know, so I can have some type of understanding.
Yes. So, I agree with that.
I went way too far with that. But anyway.
That's okay. I feel like we're going to find our footing eventually.
I went way too far.
I like to hear what you think.
I
like to hear the rants, especially from you. I feel like you go like off.
You
could go off for like an hour, and it's the best. I feel like I just went off for an hour too, though.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
did.
Fine.
Yeah, this is what this is for. I think. I feel like this is what the show is for. I feel like. Mm-hmm. All right, you want me to read this?
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Okay.
Let him use me. All right, so you don't know what that. Let him use me. All right, anyway. Verse of the day, and we're just using the Bible app. Whatever pops up is what we're going with for the day. Yeah. And we're just gonna try to understand it the best way we know how. Mm-hmm. Feel free to comment whatever you want to comment. All right, Romans 8:11. Here we go. The Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you.
Okay, let's stop there. Why don't we just do one sentence at a time?
All right,
this is a lot for me. This is like reminding me of school.
It does. Yes. Yeah.
The Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. Okay. I get that. Okay, the Spirit lives in you.
Yeah, the one that's so powerful. Mm-hmm. Now you got to dig deep in the Bible now.
You're so stupid.
Got to dig deep.
Oh my God.
Now because she's like the Spirit. It ain't just the Spirit. It's the Spirit who raised Jesus from the dead.
Oh my God.
That's how powerful that Spirit is.
It's like the
That
Spirit.
same Spirit that did that is in you and me. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that powerful Spirit, is what that Spirit of God brought him back from the dead, that same is in us. Mm-hmm. And just as God raised Jesus Christ from the dead, he will give life to your mortal bodies by this same Spirit living within you. So, what do you get from that? What do you think?
Just as God raised Christ Jesus from the dead. Okay, so God did all this to raise Christ from the dead, he will do the same thing for you.
Exactly.
He will raise you from the dead, from the depths of your soul,
Okay.
from your lowest lows.
There you go.
He will raise you from your lowest lows
Let him use you.
to your greatest good.
There it is. Yes. I think that's...
To your fullest potential.
There you
He will raise you.
Yeah.
That's what that means?
That's what that means. Yeah.
Okay, just like God did for okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this really is just like telling you, well, okay, this is really telling you like to believe that God will raise you.
Yeah. Okay.
Raise you up from your lowest low. Like, have faith that God will do this for you because he did this for Jesus.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how bad it gets, how low you get.
Yeah.
You know, you got to remember what that Spirit did for Jesus and what it can do for you.
Yeah.
You know, that same thing is in you. So, like, if you believe that and you allow it, it's going to bring you out of it. You just got to keep the faith.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to keep believing.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Romans this is from Romans 8.
Romans 8 and 11.
Is this in the New Testament?
Have no clue.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I used to know all the books.
I feel like,
had to,
okay, I thought you knew them.
No, I used to, but this because as a kid, you know, you get like a prize for knowing all the books.
Oh, you just
something to do in Bible study or something like
memorized
that.
it.
Yeah, you just memorized it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, that was good though.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
Because I feel like it, just reminds you to like have faith that everything will work out.
Yeah.
You know?
We just said that before we did this, remember? He's like, everything always works out.
Yeah.
You ever said that? Yeah.
Everything always does work out. Really.
Everything.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly. And not the way maybe that you wanted it to. Like, for example, us being in Seattle was not the plan.
Not the plan. Not the plan at all.
But here we are. We're healthy. We are grateful.
Yeah. We're healthy. We're able.
And we are
and
able. And
we're doing it. You know, we're making it work. It's definitely the ideal situation for me, speaking personally.
Yeah.
Seattle isn't. But we here, you know, trying to make the most out of it. And I definitely get into where I get low in my head. And yeah, I just got to keep reminding myself that it's going to work out. I have to always keep going back to my roots, you know, the Bible.
Just like this,
Just like this. Reminding myself that it's going to work out. No matter what. It always has. And it always will.
And always will.
Yeah.
Always looking out for ya.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I am so grateful to have faith in something because I feel like if you're, you know, at your lowest low, something tragic happens, whatever, it's like, what do you lean on? Like, what do you believe in? You really, truly just believe in like yourself to like lift yourself up from something. Cause like,
it's true.
I mean,
it's true. Yeah.
When you're at your lowest lows, like, and you know, like when you're at your lowest lows, like who are you praying to? What are you praying to? How do you think things are going to get better?
Right. That's
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
Because for me, when I was at my lowest of lows, you know, like literal tragedy struck. You're crying and you're like so low. Of course, like for me, I prayed. That's the only thing. That's like the only thing that got me out of a funk.
Yeah.
And like it renews you and you're like, everything is going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. And like every day you're praying. And then everything is fine.
It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So
you know, sometimes like when people say they don't believe in nothing, it's either one, I don't believe them. You know, maybe they're ashamed to say what they believe in. Or maybe they're just confused on what they believe. Maybe they believe a few different things and don't want to sound wrong. You know, I think that's the thing with people. People don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays. You know, there's so many consequences for stating your opinion.
Totally.
You know.
I know. Yeah.
But it's either I don't believe them, but I was like, you got to believe in something, or I feel bad for them for not having anything to believe in. Because I think there is a time where people feel like they don't have anything to believe in. And or they don't know what, I just feel bad. I'm like, dang, what you know, what you gonna do? You know, if you
like, good luck.
Yeah, almost. It's like, geez.
Or like give them a cross or like.
I don't know. It's like you just gotta pray for them, you know,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like,
But you know what? Like, those people who would hear you say something like that are probably thinking the same thing about us.
maybe.
Like,
Yeah.
why do you believe in something?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Why can't you rely on yourself to get yourself out? I don't know what,
Yeah,
but
that's why I think
you know.
that's why I like I said earlier, there's no right or wrong answers.
Yeah.
Because all this stuff is really personal. Like it
Mm-hmm.
really is. Like what I believe in only has to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
If when it's my time to go, that's it. It ain't like y'all going with me. You know what I mean? So it's like whatever I believe in. That's all that matters. So like I feel like it's it's important to like validate what people believe, whether you agree with it or not. Let them have their belief. And stop making people feel wrong for believing what they believe.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
My ex-girlfriend didn't believe in nothing.
I feel like you told me that.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. Like it was such a weird.
Did you think it was gonna bother you though, when you first started dating?
Kind of, but I didn't find out till we was in a relationship.
That she didn't believe in anything?
Yeah, because we didn't talk about that. You know what I mean? We didn't talk about that. I didn't realize that. You know, somebody say, "Oh, you believe in God?" You know, I ain't never asked you that.
I feel like I'm pretty sure that came up in conversation for us pretty early. That I grew up Catholic.
Oh, okay, yeah. See,
Or
when
like
you grew up Catholic, yes.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like you believe in God.
That's not something you ask someone on Bumble?
That ain't something you ask, you know. It's probably, I think it probably one of them prompt questions though on there, probably.
Do you believe in God though?
But I do remember this. We went back home one time, right? Mm-hmm. My cousin Joe, who's a pastor, we was about to head out back to Vegas, and he gonna pray for you. No matter.
Really?
Yeah, like he's like, hey, y'all mind if I pray for you? Can we step outside and I pray for you? That's just him.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So he prayed for us. We did our thing. We got back home. Blah blah blah. And I remember we were sitting on the couch or something like that. She was like, "You remember when your cousin prayed for us?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "That made me feel good."
Oh, okay.
And she later said, "No one's ever did that for me." I was like, "Oh."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I thought that was
actually.
like super cool to me. I
Yeah,
thought
she probably was never around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I guess if you're not exposed to it, like
yeah,
you're not gonna believe anything because no one else has taught you that.
Yeah.
Like I think it really is your parents that instill those kinds of things in you.
Factuals.
So
yeah.
Like, yeah, that makes sense that she didn't know.
So you spoke about America in the sense of working, like and how it's different. But like, what is it like? Like, what did you think America was? And now that you're here, it's only been a short time though. Like how long? I don't know. 6 months.
Since May, so 5-6 months. Yeah,
5-6
something
months.
like that.
Like, what is it actually? Because like me, growing up trying to figure out what Canada is. I was only in Canada for 3 months, which that was just like from February to May. Well, how long was that? How long?
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah.
February, March, April, May. That's 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. And
3
so
months.
like, I honestly didn't know what to think of Canada.
I don't feel like Americans are taught a lot about Canada.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Is that right? Is that true?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. I know
you don't
nothing.
learn anything about Canada.
I didn't grow like I grew up in the South. That's
like deep.
I don't think no. I maybe the kids up north though, because it's so they're closer. Maybe the kids up north. They learn some stuff about Canada, but where I'm from, we didn't learn anything about Canada. I don't know any Canadians except Steve Nash, and Drake. But
Shout out.
But yeah, going there. When I left Vegas and I went there, few days in, for me, it was just a huge like weight off my shoulders, like stuff I didn't worry about. There was just things I noticed that were just different and calming and relaxing, and I just didn't worry as much. And especially, as a Black American man, I noticed, I was like, oh, I don't feel weird.
Yeah.
I don't feel weird here. And I'm not saying there's not, like where we was at, there's not even that many black people.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel alone there. I didn't feel like I was
like out of place.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I had to look over my shoulder. Another thing too, you know, there's like no guns there.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I was like worried about, that I worry about here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much, you can't even go to the gas station these days. You know. But that was another thing for me. Cleaner. We was in the city. You know, we was in Vancouver, and it was clean there.
Yeah, that's one of the like first things that you noticed about Vancouver. You said it's so clean here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Really? Like in the city? Now now mind you, I used to live in Yaletown, which is like downtown Vancouver. It is like a nicer area. So like, I mean, but it's not significantly cleaner than other neighborhoods in Vancouver. Like it all kind of looks like that.
So yeah, that's amazing.
Except for East Hastings, obviously. But
yeah, I mean, we did run to some spots where, you know, you got, you know, obviously you got the people who are unhoused and
unhoused.
Yeah, you know, that's what you got to use online now.
I gotcha.
You know,
I gotcha. Yeah,
you know, you got, you know.
Unhoused.
Anyway, yeah, you know, obviously, but you know, everywhere, you know, obviously that's becoming prominent everywhere. You know.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah, because
post-COVID.
Yeah, post-COVID. There's just a lot of that going on. Nothing you can really do. We can really do right now. But yeah, I mean, for me, if I had the choice, I'm staying in Canada. You know.
Yeah, you said
I would
that.
like to, you know, when it comes down to all the things I just said, then you got like healthcare. You know, I felt like, I know it is expensive where we were at, but it didn't feel like it to me.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like, it don't feel like Seattle.
Seattle is expensive.
It don't feel like
I'm
Seattle.
telling you,
Yeah,
it actually feels more expensive than Vancouver, which is surprising because Vancouver is so expensive.
It's so expensive.
But it feels like the groceries here are just out of control.
Yeah, it feels like where we were at during that little time that what I was paying is what I was getting. And I feel like here, and I feel like it's becoming all over America.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not getting our money's worth.
Exactly. Yes.
We're not.
Yes.
You know, and so those are the things that I felt in Canada. You know, I'm like, yeah, I can see myself here. I want my whole family to go. Like, I honestly want my whole family to go and at least see it, at least feel it. You know, that there's something else.
Yeah.
There
are outskirts and suburbs and like country living in Canada, in British Columbia.
Okay.
There are like smaller towns.
Yeah.
If you go up a little bit, like up north a little bit, like where I went to university. That's a very small town.
Yeah.
Very small town, and it's kind of the same feeling. It's just cheaper. And it's small town living, so like you could go from one end of the town to the other in like 30 minutes.
Oh, so yeah.
So it was a really cool experience being there for school. So, you know, if down the road we end up in Canada, that's an option.
Yeah, it's an option. But yeah, that's how I feel about Canada.
Yeah.
Definitely an option for me to live. And like I said, I didn't know what to think about it before I went. But those are my thoughts now. Like, I love it. It's definitely for me.
Yeah.
I can see myself being there. But on the opposite end, how was it? How was America feeling for you?
Yeah.
What did you think it was? And actually, what is it?
Yeah. So I feel like before moving to America, I knew it was going to be, I know it's like very much political out here. And I know guns is a huge problem here. And I don't know. I didn't really have that many like preconceived notions about America. I've been to Vegas so many times with you. Like we cross the border all the time to go to America. So like, I don't know. I guess for me, like before moving here, I was just thinking it's probably going to be the same thing. Just everybody can have a gun or something like that. Whatever. I wasn't like super scared or anything. But now that I'm here, I feel like, I don't know if it's just Seattle. Like, I don't know. After living here, I feel like people here are so it's like they're just thinking about themselves, and like people aren't very friendly.
Facts.
And like I always thought that was such a stereotypical thing of people to say about Canada. Like Canadians are so nice, like blah 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 blah. Now that I'm in America, Canadians are so nice. Like Canadians are just so friendly and approachable.
Yeah.
Like in America, you go up to someone, like you get even like close to them at the store or something, they're looking at you sideways, like back up, sort of thing.
It's true.
I also feel like because I'm like going to all these places with you, like we joke about this all the time, but Rodney always says that I don't like pay attention to like what's going on around me when we're out together.
Yeah.
And I don't like that I'm like that, but I am, I guess, when I'm around you and you make me aware of so many different things. And I'm like, I had no idea that person behind me had a gun in their back pocket. Like I had no idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that scares me. That scared me at the time when you told me that at the store. I was like fucking scared for my life. Sorry, I probably shouldn't swear. I was so scared though.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And so I feel like that was a realization for me. I was like, oh my God. Like, I forgot that you could have guns in America.
Yeah, man.
So that really scared me. But after being here for 5 months, like, I mean, you already touched on how expensive it is here.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah,
But
I think that's Seattle. But I mean, I will say Seattle. I'll say Washington, I guess. I do feel like they use the money the way it should as a state. I will, yeah.
They're
I
like
think,
tax dollars?
Yeah, I think the quality of life in Washington is higher than any other place I've lived. I've lived at a lot of places too.
Yes, you.
You know, but yeah. So that's your thoughts on America?
My thoughts on America so far. Like, I don't really know where else to elaborate on because I don't know.
What do you think about the politics, the election coming up? What do you? Okay, we watched a little bit of a debate.
Yeah.
But you can't even walk out the house without seeing like a political sign.
Yes.
Or somebody's bumper sticker.
Yes.
Or something like that. And you see the Kamala and Trump situation. What do you think about that? Is it funny? Is it like, what does it seem like to you?
It seems unreal. It seems like when we watched the debate, that really seemed like a joke.
Bro.
And to think that this is actually happening in America is like really scary. Like, I don't know, my personal experience in Canada, like we're not involved in politics at all. Like,
do y'all vote?
Like this, we vote. Yeah.
Okay. But it's not. Okay.
It's not. In my experience, it's not as openly talked about as it is here in America.
Yeah.
Like, why are the people so involved?
That's the thing.
I mean, it does affect. I get it. It does. Okay, that's a stupid question, but it does affect everyone. I understand that, but like, why do we have to have such an opinion on it? Like, everybody has to have an opinion on it. It's just like, why can't we just like see how it plays out? Focus on something else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like, it just seems so like people have nothing better to do.
Yeah, it's true. It's like I feel like the whole voting thing and all the politics stuff, like they say at your job, you know, you're not supposed to talk about religion or politics at work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, it should be like that all the time because I feel like you go vote in private. Like you have to go in a booth, you have to close the thing, you go vote so nobody can see. I feel like it should be that way because it makes a divide.
Yes.
You know, in public. But America's built off of that.
Yeah.
America is built off of divide. You know what I mean? It is. What is happening is politics and whoever they're voting for becomes their identity.
Yeah. And people feel so strongly to make it known who they're supporting.
Right. Yes, exactly.
And it's like, if you don't believe the same things that I believe, I hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Oh, you voting this way? Oh, you're right, you're left. You know, oh, we can't be friends. People are losing family members over this stuff. You know, one of my family members, you know, decided when Trump was running, going to vote for Trump, be a Trump supporter. You know.
Everybody was like, no.
Everybody's like, nah, we don't. I'm talking about a beloved member of the family. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and now that he does that, some people don't mess with him no more because of that. And I'm like, it shouldn't be that way. Like, it shouldn't,
It
he shouldn't.
It's family.
He shouldn't have to wear it as a badge either, though. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I feel like that. Like, it shouldn't be,
Totally.
I'm this, I'm that. There shouldn't be a such thing as a Trump supporter. There shouldn't be a label.
I agree.
That shouldn't be a thing.
Because you're looked at a certain way when you're a Trump supporter.
Like, it should not be that loud. It should be, oh, okay, yeah, I agree with him.
It's the closed-mindedness that gets me.
Yeah.
In politics, like, there's no room to think outside the box.
No.
Or to think something different than your neighbor.
Yeah. No.
Like, it just doesn't exist.
It really don't, man. It's
sad.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's the identity of America. Like, it just is. Like, there's always a divide. There's always that. There's always a fight.
Yeah.
There's always a fight.
Yeah.
Do you like guns? Or you don't?
Yeah, it's true.
Do you like Trump or Kamala? You know what I mean? Are you this or you that? It's so many things. And,
yeah, it sucks.
It's just so many. Yeah, it's hard. It's gonna be hard for us, like, to come back from this. I feel like as a country, as a nation,
I agree.
It's gonna be hard because there's so many lines now. So many lines.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like, other than politics, though, I just thought about something about America that I had an observation about.
What you got?
The sports in America, in high school especially, is out of control. Like, we went to, was it high school? Yeah, we went to that high school football game. It was O'Day High School.
Oh, yeah.
And it was at Memorial Stadium, which is a big stadium, downtown Seattle. Parking was $35.
Yeah, that's out of control.
And is that where there were fireworks? No.
That game didn't have a fireworks.
Okay, but anyways, the production of the game actually was huge.
Yeah.
I love that about America, though. So as, like, I grew up playing sports in high school, and, like, nobody really came to our games like that.
That's wild.
Our games, we had this one big tournament in our high school. It was called BC Catholics. All the Catholic schools in British Columbia came to our school for a tournament every year.
Yep.
And it was the biggest event of the year for me and the rest of the basketball people.
Yeah.
But it was probably like a quarter of the size of your high school alumni game.
Okay. Man, that was a middle school gym.
Yes.
That was a middle school gym we played that game at.
Yes. And that was one of the biggest things of my life. Was that tournament every year. Do you know how much of a big deal that was? So, like, oh my God. Like, to me, that was like what you look forward to all year was the BC Catholics tournament.
Yeah.
Because it was huge.
Yeah.
Like,
dang,
compared to the high school shit in America, oh my God, I would have died to play something like that.
Yeah.
Like, my college games didn't have a turnout like that either. My college gym was smaller than my high school gym. So imagine, my college gym. Yeah. Imagine, the size of a basketball court.
Yeah.
Okay, the sideline, baseline, end line. Probably like, I don't know, like a foot. A foot around the basketball court was how big it was.
So you go out of bounds, you hit the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then bleachers only on this side.
Only on one side.
Only on one side, and the benches were on this side too because there was no room on the other side. And then the bleachers were only 4 levels.
Okay. No.
And the length of the basketball court. That's it.
That's crazy.
That was my college.
No.
My university. It was actually a university.
Yeah, that's out of control.
That was the size of the gym. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
it was crazy.
Yeah, sports in America, especially high school sports.
Oh, I love it.
College sports are bigger than anything, but high school, I can only speak for the South. It's everything.
It's so fun. Like
It's
love
everything,
that
you
culture.
know.
I love it.
People, we live for it. Like we do. It's
I
like,
would too.
Yeah. People that don't even have kids, they go on to the high school games.
Yeah, it's something to do.
It's something
and it's
to do.
so
It's
fun.
Yeah, it's packed out.
And people are so into it, like so passionate about it.
Yeah, there's fighting. There's all this stuff, I
love it.
Yeah.
I'm a competitive person.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it. And so, yeah, when we talk about like having kids and stuff like that and like living in Canada, I'm like, oh, they're going to miss out on the American opportunity of sports.
Maybe it's just the early years though.
Yeah,
when it's time for that, maybe it's just the early years in Canada. Because you're right about that. It ain't y'all produce athletes too though.
Totally. Oh that's definitely what it is.
But
it's just the opportunity is tenfold in America too for sports.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying our kids are going to be professional athletes, but they're going to have pretty good genes.
Yeah, that's facts.
So like I feel like we got to give them the best opportunity, which is
I agree.
America
I'm
for
with
sports.
I'm with you.
Like I don't know, maybe call me silly, but if my kids don't want to play sports, they're not going to play sports, obviously, but
yeah.
I mean,
no, I'm with that.
It's just like,
I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, my high school games were pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Especially, they were.
Yeah.
Especially my senior year. Senior year was out of control. Like
he had a sign at the gym. Your last name is Poston, and it literally said Postonville.
Yeah, we had that. Yeah.
Like, what? That's crazy.
But I was the guy. That's just what it.
Yeah, I was the girl too, but no one did that for me. I didn't even have a sign.
Yeah, we had our gym.
Just
like
kidding.
we had
the girl.
we had a whole production too. Like our student section was crazy.
You were saying that.
We were rated the loudest gym in our region. I think we was top in the state also, top something. Because every night it was packed. No matter if it was a Tuesday or Friday, it doesn't matter. It was gonna be packed out my senior year for sure.
So cool.
There was my friends were missing it. The town was not missing a game because we were honestly really good. I had a lot of hype around me, so everyone came. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't come around in our town that often. So, we live in a super small town. So that was just the time, and
yeah, that is so cool.
They say I'm the only person who ever sold a gym out. We sold it out a couple times.
When I went back to his hometown, I think it was in March for the first time, and we went and played at his old high school gym. Or was it the middle school? I don't know.
That was the high school gym.
Yeah. Anyways, one of your
the guy he gave us
not your coach, but he was like a guy in the community, a pastor.
He's a pastor now. Yeah.
He was like, "Welcome to the house that Rodney built." What? He's like, this is the house that Rodney built. He sold out this gym. Everyone came to watch Rodney. I was like, what?
Yeah, man.
The house that Rodney built.
Man, we had a time then. I'm trying to tell you.
Crazy.
It was so fun.
Yeah, your stories are crazy about your basketball stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big deal like you were.
Yeah, it was cool.
I was all right.
Speaking of the sports.
Speaking of sports.
WNBA.
Yes. Oh my God.
Playoffs.
Finals start tomorrow. Yes, we're hyped. We're super hyped about it.
It's October 9th.
Yes.
Finals start Thursday, October 10th.
Yes.
Yeah, so you might be seeing this late.
We're excited about it.
Who you got?
It's New York Liberty and Minnesota Lynx. Okay, I really want Minnesota Lynx to win because, well, actually I don't know if this would make sense, but I feel like maybe they don't get enough hype around them as much as Liberty does. And I love underdogs, like I don't know if they are. In my head they are, but because I don't really know Minnesota, but in my head I want them to win because I don't feel like they have as big names as New York does.
Right. I got
and you. I think they're super talented too. Like they have a squad. They have a bench. Their bench is so good too.
Yes.
Their level of basketball too. And I always love a defensive team. Defense is my thing.
They number one team, I think.
Defensive team.
And they got the defensive player of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was a defensive player, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like. Yeah,
That was
I
my
want
shit.
Collier to win. I don't care who else is on the court at this point. I ain't gonna lie. Like I am now. Like she's one of my new favorites.
Yeah.
It's Collier.
Yeah, me too. I
Dude,
agree.
she's amazing.
Oh my God.
Like,
I wholeheartedly agree.
Dude, she
is the type of player that could just do it all.
Do every single thing.
And she hustles.
Yes.
You see her, oh my God.
She never stops moving.
She'll get a rebound, pass it, and still be the first one down the court.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And she's a mother.
Oh, yeah. She's had her baby recently.
She's a mother, and she's not even 30 years old. Oh, my God. And she's a professional basketball player, and she is amazing. She is so good.
Yeah, she's so good.
She's everywhere.
I like her. She's up in one of my new favorites. Mm-hmm. Williams, the point guard.
She's really good, too.
Yeah, she's so shifty, so quick, mid-range crazy. She played a crazy game in that elimination game just now.
Yeah, I'm really liking McBride too.
McBride, I always like.
She's
like
pretty
McBride.
She's pretty
hard-nosed,
stocky, and she'll give it to you.
My daddy say she hard-nosed now.
Whatever
that means.
Hard-nosed.
Hard-nosed.
What the hell?
old saying. Yeah.
You know what my coach used to say in grade 8?
What?
Mr. Batante, when we were just talking about defense, I just remembered what he said.
Mm-hmm.
We were grade 8, and he was probably one of the toughest coaches I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Grade 8, we ran sprints on the track in the snow. Like, we were grade 8. Like, what the hell? Anyways, his motto the whole year was, offense wins championships. Oh, sorry. I did that wrong.
Yeah. Let's go and rewind that.
Okay. His quote was, offense wins games, defense wins championships.
There you go. Yeah.
So, I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I said it wrong.
But no, you're right.
I said it in my head first.
Yeah, that's what happened. You said yeah first. But no, yeah, it's right. Defense, offense wins games, defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets, defense wins games. You know, there's so many sayings like that. But yeah, it's true. I think so. It's
I love that motto too. I love it. Defense really does.
Yeah,
it's important now.
Yeah, defense is the way. Because what happens is with basketball, your defense can start your offense.
I was gonna say it sparks your offense.
Yeah, sparks your offense. That's exactly what happens.
It's the beginning.
Exactly. Yes. Like.
Yeah.
It's really the smartest way to play is defense first.
Yes.
It's the smartest way to play. I feel like, because if you're just worried about now, I feel like now there's it's just a lot of scoring going on.
Yes.
Especially in men's basketball. Women's basketball, I can't say that. I don't know. I feel like these girls are going at it.
Yes.
I feel like these girls are going at it. And, they have a lot more to prove right now because they're on the way up. They're about to explode, I feel like.
I agree.
WNBA is about to explode.
I agree. Should we invest?
If we let's. But yeah, man. I feel like they're really going at it. The whole WNBA, because they got so much to prove.
Oh, they have.
They're trying not to go overseas and play, and so that's what's having to happen, which I really don't like. I'm glad they have the opportunity to do that. They have somewhere to go instead of just having to stay at home and
not make a lot of money.
Yeah, go having to work some type of job or something. Because I bet some of these girls would have to go work a job, like Kate Martin for the Aces. She's not getting paid like that. You know what I mean?
She's not getting any deals either. I don't think, right?
She might have some little NILs or something like that. Yeah. She might, but some little sponsorships. But she's not getting paid enough to where she can just train,
solely
have a chef. Getting complete workout. Complete. All these things. Like what these NBA players can do. Or
I agree.
Maybe like a Asia Wilson.
She's probably set up now.
Top,
Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, Kelsey Plum. These girls are maybe they're also been in the league longer. Yeah. But I can't wait to where we can, because I feel like that's when we're gonna start seeing the best, and the best WNBA is when these girls can really have an off season. You gotta think like
just train.
Yeah, you gotta think about like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Well, Caitlin Clark went to the finals in
university.
In the university, right?
Yeah.
In college.
Yeah. No, did she go in the finals this year?
Who won the championship?
Angel Reese, LSU?
LSU didn't win it, did they? Let's see. Who won? Hold on. Let me see.
I actually can't remember. It feels like so long ago.
South Cat.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Who did they play, though? Iowa.
Yeah. Okay,
so Caitlin Clark wasn't in the finals.
So Caitlin Clark went to the championship, got beat by South Carolina. Mm-hmm. But she went, not even a month later to the draft.
Yes. Yeah.
Not even a month later to play in the first game.
Yes. To getting her ass beat.
Busted. I'm talking about ashes everywhere. Nah, for real though. But for real, like,
busted, wide open.
Yeah, bust wide open. Like, they were whooping
she got
her
ass. Yeah, and she was getting so much hate online too. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, I do. It is for the game. Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah.
To grow the game. Mm-hmm. You know, the narratives that they're pushing.
Yeah.
You know, the internet just doesn't know how to. The internet is now making it. These people. Making it their identity again to try to defend this person or this person.
Yeah.
Overall, it's good for the game, though. Overall. Mm-hmm. So, just know. It's same thing was happening. Yeah. Same thing was happening when... Magic and Bird. Yeah. There was just no internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it wasn't as loud.
Yeah, don't think at one point there wasn't the same amount of hate for Magic from... the Larry Bird fans and vice versa. Like, it was the same thing. There just wasn't a platform for you to voice those things.
It wasn't as loud.
But anyway, these girls, like, you know, take them too. They went far to the draft. Straight to plan.
Yeah.
No break. Thank God for the Olympics this year.
Like, thank God she, like, ended up playing, like, Caitlin Clark ended up playing better.
Yeah, she needed.
Like, I actually felt bad. I felt really bad for her when she first started in the WNBA. I'm like, she's tired.
She could not get her legs.
She's tired.
Yeah,
she's tired, and you guys are beating her up. Like,
beating her up.
What is she supposed to do? Like, I think she needed that Olympic break to really re-energize because that was crazy how bad she was playing. We saw her play actually against a Storm here. Yeah, we had such good tickets. We were lower bowl.
Oh, yeah.
It was the best.
That was
And she did not produce. It was early in the season, and remember?
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, she didn't do too much at all.
She didn't produce. Well, she just didn't do much. Like, she was there, but...
She was not effective.
She didn't... I don't even think she hit a 3.
She did. She went 0 for that game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think she hit, like, a couple layups.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
It was pretty fresh off the university season, too, so, like... I mean, she was just tired, like I said.
Yeah.
Tired girl.
She was getting ass beat. But yeah, both of them girls, that ain't the game though. But both of them girls had great seasons. Thank God.
Angel Reese, you mean? And Caitlin Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did have good.
Yeah, they both had.
Too bad she got injured though.
Who, Angel Reese?
Yeah. No. I do feel like they might have been co-rookies.
I'm thinking it was gonna go co with that too. Yeah, I was like they're probably gonna go co. But Caitlin in the final, the last stretch of the season.
Yeah, she really took off.
She did her thing. Yeah, Angel Reese stayed pretty consistent the whole season. You know, everybody's like bashing
her. Angel Reese. Remember when we were watching her in the Okay, we had some predictions.
Okay.
We had some reservations as well about Angel Reese being in the WNBA.
Yeah.
We were like, you know, these girls are a lot bigger than her. They're faster than her. I don't know how she's going to play out here.
That was my biggest thing. She's not athletic. She doesn't look athletic. I'm sorry. She doesn't look athletic on the court.
Yes.
When you're watching her.
I agree.
Yeah, she just doesn't look it.
But for some reason, this woman gets all the rebounds possible in a game.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like she has a sticky hand.
Yeah.
And the ball just falls in her hand. Or... she knows how to rebound.
She knows how to rebound. Yeah,
she knows where to stand. Mm-hmm. She knows where to be.
Yeah, she really does, man. She is
a really good basketball player.
Yeah, she's a hooper for sure.
She surprised me the most.
I think. Gamer, yeah. I mean, I had like reservations about Caitlin coming in too, like far as because I still to this day now I feel like she only can shoot one way.
Yes.
Like I feel like
I've studied that.
Yes, I'm like I know exactly. I feel like I ain't gonna lie. This is no bullshit. I feel like I could play Caitlin Clark right now.
And she couldn't score.
And I know when she's going to shoot. I ain't going to say she's not going to hit one.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can defend that.
Yeah, I agree.
They're going to have to send a gang of picks. And I'm talking. Hey, I know what she about to do. You know what I mean? Hey, switch that step. Hey, step on that left foot.
There's just no way that no coach has figured that out, though. Because nobody is defending her the way that we think she should be defended. And we're not, like, professionals.
Yeah, exactly. We're not professionals at all.
I don't think it takes a professional to see it. But there's got to be more to it. There's got to be something else that she's doing that they just are paying more attention to.
Yeah. Because the thing is, she can pass the ball really good.
She can pass.
She passes the ball so well, too. Like, she gets all her teammates involved. Like, that's another thing that I feel like people aren't seeing. I know analysts have talked about it, but she's a hell of a passer.
Yes,
like,
I agree. Her vision is crazy.
Vision is crazy. Yeah. So, like, maybe that's what it is.
She's like a Chelsea Gray.
The point goddess.
The goddess.
Hey, no one's like Chelsea Gray.
The pass goddess, yeah.
She is.
She made a crazy pass.
Yeah, like she's incredible.
That last game.
Yeah. Who's your favorite NBA player? WNBA player.
WNBA.
Yeah, who's your favorite?
Right now, Nafisa Collier, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
She's up there. So
she embodies everything I wanted to be as a basketball player. I wanted to be tall. I wanted to be long.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to shoot threes like that and rebound. You know,
dude,
like, she's a hustler.
Yeah.
She's so good.
She literally can be anywhere on the floor and be effective.
And that's why it's hard, I think, for people to defend her because she could do so much.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson is the only other one that I can think that could do all of those things.
Yeah, so for
Brianna Stewart too, actually.
Brianna Stewart, yeah, I think, I feel like
they all are kind of the same body type. Bonner too, actually.
Bonner, now she slept on for me. I've slept on Bonner myself. I know for a fact I have because I did not know she was like that. She is like that. Brianna, I feel like maybe get looked over because she's not.
She's not as explosive, I would say.
Yeah. Because I feel like it all comes back down to marketing.
Oh yes, you have mentioned this before to me.
It is like she's
not as marketable.
She done got the look, you know what I mean? But she's a hooper at the same time. So like I feel like a couple years ago, before all the commercials, all this stuff, blah 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 blah, she was obviously murdering the game and everyone knew who she was. But now you have like a Carrington. You have like a Carrington who's more marketable than a Brianna Stewart. Nowhere near as talented. You know what I'm saying? But so you might know this face for not even basketball.
True.
You know
as an influencer.
As an influencer.
Yeah, that's her side job. I just thought about that.
Yeah, and then it might trickle down. She's like, oh yeah, Carrington's good. All the while you got a whole Brianna Stewart who's a beast who's just not known in front of you. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But my favorite, Asia Wilson, no question.
Yeah, she's been your favorite for a while.
Yeah, she's my favorite.
She's always been your favorite.
Yeah, South Carolina girl. Probably the best. She's probably one of the best college players ever. I think in WNBA. I think. As women, I mean, yeah, she's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just does.
Did she grow up in South Carolina? She is South Carolina native.
Yeah.
And she went to university. That's insane. Good for her.
Yeah.
Then she moved to Vegas.
Yeah, she was drafted.
She's young too.
Their very first pick.
Like 26.
I think so. Yeah.
She's young.
Something like that. Yeah, she's young. Yeah. What do you think about? Oh, Golden State's getting a team.
Yes. What is her name again? It's I gotta look it up because I didn't like it.
Vals. I don't know. I do not know how to say the word.
Okay, let's see. It was like.
Valkyrie, something like that. Like, I do not know what that is.
Valkyries.
See.
Valkyries. Golden State Valkyries.
let's see what you say.
Golden State Valkyries. Valkyries.
Listen, I don't know. Here we go.
Look.
Open up.
Your volume's off.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie?
Like, what?
What is a Valkyrie?
What is, yeah.
Let's
why don't
look.
we.
Here it is.
Valkyrie.
Right.
What is a Valkyrie?
A Valkyrie? I don't know.
That is the weirdest name ever.
The word Valkyrie means chooser of slain, of the slain.
Chooser of the slain. What the heck does that
Some
mean?
type of warrior. They got wings.
Oh, a female warrior who chooses which fallen soldiers are worthy of a place in Valhalla, the Norse afterlife. What's Norse?
Listen, babe. I don't know. But anyway.
So in Norse mythology,
I don't know. Yeah, it's mythical
it
name.
is Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkyrie.
Yeah.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I don't know about that.
Dang,
Golden State
that is-
Valkyrie.
Yeah. Like
No.
Golden State Warriors is so so tough.
Warriors, Valkyrie. They're the female warriors.
Oh. Oh my
It
God.
makes no sense now. Okay, that makes sense. Golden State Warriors. Golden State.
but
Okay. It's a
it could
female
be like warrior-esque.
warrior.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like, you could have come up with something better than that.
I feel like there was something else better. But anyway, so I feel like I feel like a lot of teams are going to be broken up.
Yeah,
So-
you were you were saying this. Can you explain that to me? I don't understand how that works.
Okay, so the draft. Okay, so Golden State has a draft on December 5th or 6th coming up.
Okay.
They're the only team that's drafted.
On that day.
Yeah, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, it's the what's it called? Expansion draft.
Okay.
And I don't know. I think it's just them.
Oh.
So each team gets to protect only 6 players. Whoa. And they can pick whoever else
Whoa.
from each team. So
That's crazy.
so you think about a Vegas Aces.
Yeah. They're gonna
Thank God. I mean, they got 6.
they have 6, but they got a lot of people though.
Yeah, because they have their bench is crazy. So you think about their starting 5.
Yeah.
And then you got
Who comes
Tiffany
off the bench?
Hayes. Tiffany Hayes, 6th
Tiffany-
player of the year. 6th
Yeah,
man of the
she's
year.
probably gonna retire again though. She's probably gonna be done.
You think she'll retire?
Probably. She came back from
She came back from retirement.
She's not gonna play for the.
But she had a great year.
True. She might have.
She had a great year, so she might have one more in her.
Yeah, possibly.
They have to pay. They probably have to pay her pretty good, but
Yeah.
they should.
Like, who else do the Aces have that?
You got Colson. You have old girl who has the training camp coming up.
Kia Nurse.
She a nurse,
She's on the Aces.
ain't she?
Don't know.
I'm not thinking about somebody else.
Kirsten Bell. She's really good too.
Kirsten Bell. Oh, that's the girl I told you I party with.
Jackie Young. Does she? She's
Jackie
a starter.
Young.
She a starter? Is Jackie Young starter?
Kia Stokes.
Kia Stokes. That's the name, not Kia Nurse.
Not Kia Nurse. Kia
Yeah,
Stokes.
yeah,
Kia Stokes.
Kia
I'm sorry. You got
Alicia
Sia
Clark.
Right here. You got.
Megan
She
Gustafson.
played a lot.
She did actually.
I don't know who that is.
She played.
She played though. Yeah,
Yeah.
she played. You got Kate Martin,
Damn,
Alicia
Kate Martin.
Clark.
Dang,
gotta
they
figure out-
actually, yeah, they have
Okay,
a
so
lot.
if you got to protect 6 of these players, who you protecting?
So, Kelsey Plum.
Okay.
Okay, put one up. One. So I know. I can't do both. Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray. That's 3. Oh, okay, easy. Okay. Did I say Jackie Young already? No, I didn't.
No.
Okay, so
You
4.
going Jackie Young?
Yeah, I would go Jackie Young. Oh, that's it. Oh, I don't know. Okay. And then I don't really like her, so.
I hate Alicia Clark. Hey. She hate Alicia
Just
Clark.
doesn't look. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like how she plays. That's just me. This girl's really good. I don't know. How many is that?
She don't play that much.
Wait,
Kirsten Bell?
who else would you do then?
Okay,
I guess Tiffany Hayes, but she's probably gonna retire anyway. She's really good.
I would protect Tiffany Hayes if I could, if she's going to play.
And Sydney Colson.
And Sid.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
remember much about Sydney Colson. Was she pretty effective?
She's an energy player. So she's a
Okay.
defensive player.
Okay.
And but she is like a high risk, high reward though. Like she gonna go out there.
Yes.
And get,
okay. I actually remember you saying this when
she
we were
gonna
watching
go out
the
there and
game.
get some turnovers. Definitely gonna make
But
some.
she'll get a couple points.
She gonna do some. She gonna bring the energy back to the team. Like she is. She is. But you know what I mean?
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
She's gonna do some pretty unpredictable things. But,
Yeah, exactly.
but
But
we're gonna save her.
we're gonna save her for sure. You need
Okay,
them.
so that's your. So you
yeah.
wouldn't save Alicia Clark.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I like Alicia Clark, but no.
That makes sense. I feel like, yeah, that.
I feel like she's on her way out too. How old is she?
Alicia Clark?
Yeah.
Is she old? She's American Israeli. 37.
Yeah, she's on her way out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's on her way out.
That makes sense.
You are sick.
I know. Don't add that. I'm so mean. I don't like put controversial things that we say on you.
Yes, we are. That ain't controversial though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, true.
it ain't that crazy.
She's gonna be sad. Just kidding.
Yeah, she's gonna see it to be sad.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
I've always liked her, but yeah, she's on the way out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like it.
Yeah.
And if I had to pick 6, she would understand it. You know, she wouldn't be mad at me.
She wouldn't be mad at you.
I hope not.
Yeah.
All right.
She wouldn't.
NBA really ain't got nothing going on except
Yet.
LeBron James.
And
Bronny
Bronny James
James.
Jr.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
So, this is a stupid question, but is his real name LeBron James?
Yeah.
So he's a real junior.
Yeah.
So on the roster everywhere, he's Bronny.
Okay, yes, I did it on purpose.
You could just do that?
See, yeah, they just wanted to call him that because they didn't want to put the pressure on him on being LeBron James.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically
I mean, yeah,
he is
but
LeBron James Jr. though.
yeah, but
Yeah, okay. I get
Yeah.
it. I get it.
imagine being Michael Jordan Jr.
I know. Imagine being Rodney Poston Jr.
Sick. Sick. But anyway.
Imagine that pressure of being Rodney Poston Jr.
Anyway. Yeah, what do you think about it? What do you think about Bronny and Bron?
Legendary. There's no other way to put it. The James family is fucking winning.
Dude.
They are winning at life.
Yeah.
Everything. At everything you can imagine.
Dude, that's exactly
That is the most incredible honor to have your kid play in the NBA with you, and you're still the GOAT. And your kid's pretty fucking good too.
Yeah, that's true.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I
and
don't.
you have one more.
You got the one next one about to be the best one, actually.
He might be the GOAT.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like
his.
he gonna be close to LeBron and Bronny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
he
think.
has the stature of a fucking warrior.
Yeah. No, what? 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 You went crazy. What? You went absolutely
I'm
nuts.
trying.
What are you trying to do? Trying to go viral. Trying to go viral. Hey. I'm trying to sell Bronny. I'm trying to sell Bronny. Jesus Christ. You went crazy. I don't know what you want.
Well, we were just talking about the Warriors.
Yeah.
So
You
that
tried to
came
do
to
you
my
tried
mind.
to you tried to do a callback. I
Just-
got you.
It just came to my
Yeah.
mind.
I feel like yeah.
What's the name of the other son?
Huh?
What's the name of the other son? Not Bronny. What's the other one? I keep saying Bronte in my head. It's not fucking Bronte though. What is it?
Oh, I can't think of
Bronny and Bryce.
Bryce. Yeah, Bryce.
Bryce.
Bronny and Bryce. Yeah. Yeah, those two. I mean, the whole Bronny and LeBron thing is like the best thing I done seen. Like,
Yeah.
it's gotta be like
I could imagine it being every man's dream,
exactly.
right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, every sporty man.
Every
you know?
every like father.
Yes.
Definitely, no matter what you do, matter if you're in construction, whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
maybe you then built something. Your whole dream is to like just pass it down
Yeah.
to your son. Maybe y'all work together, but when you gone, he's still there.
Yes.
That's every father and probably every
Yes.
man's fantasy if they ain't even got kids yet. That's what you
That's
want
true.
to, that would be your dream. LeBron did it.
And he did
And
it.
he did it in a
sport.
He did it in the NBA where there's only 400 players.
Yeah.
There's only 400 positions.
Yes.
Well, his son is one of them.
And exactly.
They take up 2 of those spots.
Right. Him and his son.
It's pretty crazy.
He's taking over the family business.
Taking over the family business. Yeah, I think it's super dope. Yeah, I couldn't see it being any other way. Like,
Yeah, I think it's incredible.
Yeah. You hear the Golden State came out. They didn't draft. They was gonna draft Bronny. They liked him for the team.
Really?
But they said they didn't do it out of respect for LeBron.
That's fair.
I
That
say-
is really
See,
nice.
that just is a testament to like LeBron,
is.
like who he is to the league is
Right.
pretty crazy.
To have that much respect for a player to like, make that decision.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's super dope.
Yeah.
I would
that
love to
is
do that.
one. Yeah, that's true. That is incredible. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know what else is going on in the NBA right now. Really,
It's preseason.
it's preseason. We definitely gonna try to hit a game
Mm-hmm.
or 2 or 3 when we can. What game would you want to go to? Who do you want to see? Yeah, who would you want to
Who
see?
do you want to see? Well, now I definitely want to see LeBron and Bronny.
LeBron and Bronny.
I would love to see them, actually. That'd be
Okay.
really cool.
Yeah, that'd be
I
dope.
don't really feel like crazy ties to any team in the NBA.
You been to an NBA team? NBA game?
Yes. I went to a Phoenix Suns game and I saw Steve Nash.
Oh, okay.
So that was a very long time.
I met Steve Nash.
Yes, you told me.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I met Steve Nash. He's super cool.
I did not meet Steve Nash, but I had a good time at the NBA game.
I never got.
I don't remember who they played.
I never got to see a game of him, but because he's like one of my favorite. I think he's my favorite point guard. Steve
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really good.
Nash.
Have you've been to many NBA games?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who have you seen?
Like.
What games have you seen? What teams?
Okay. I've seen LeBron. I've seen the Heat with D Wade.
Oh,
and Bosh.
when you were in Miami?
Yeah. Oh no, I was actually in South Carolina. I
Cool.
think I was living back home and went to a game.
Cool.
Seen LeBron. Me and Joe went. My
Joe Black.
No, Joe Thurman, the pastor.
Thurman.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to that game. I went to a game, Atlanta Hawks game, I think.
Atlanta Hawks. Oh, okay.
I think I went to Atlanta Hawks game. I forgot who they played.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
I went to a lot. I went to a few Charlotte Hornet games.
Cool.
Yeah, my grandpa would take us.
Oh my God, nice.
Yeah, I've been to a few of those. I always forget though.
I went to a Vancouver Grizzlies game when I was really young, actually.
Dang.
Yeah, back when Vancouver had a basketball team.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. I remember we were like in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Like I can't even remember who I was with. I feel like my uncle was in town from Australia or something.
Okay.
Someone was in town, and I remember we went, and I was in the tippy top.
The tippity, the back of the
tippity
back.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a time. It was cool.
Yeah, we definitely got to get that on our list. NBA games.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay, what is one of your favorite things that we've done so far in our relationship?
Trip to Miami.
Yeah.
Birthday trip to Miami is probably
Yeah.
the favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had actually one event that we've done. Is that?
Huh? That one event.
Yeah, I've had to
Yeah.
isolate one event.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that one. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
What's your favorite?
My favorite was your birthday in January when we went to. So in January, Rodney's birthday's in January, and I flew to Vegas because we were doing long distance at the time, and I think I was there for like maybe 4 days,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days.
Something-
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And I did one day where we celebrated his birthday, and we went to a hotel on the Strip. And
Yeah.
we got massages at Caesar's.
Caesar's Palace.
Yeah. And then we checked in the hotel, and then we went on a helicopter ride over the Strip. That was so.
Dude, that's so
that
crazy.
was like so fun. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I've been to Vegas so many times. I've gone like twice, maybe three times for my birthday with my friends. So that was so much fun. And then seeing it like that was so cool though.
Yeah.
It
The
was
helicopter
so
ride is definitely one of
cool.
them ones. Like,
I
yeah.
really recommend it. It wasn't even that expensive. Like,
And
it
it's
really,
not even scary.
It's not. No.
It's not scary. Like, it's such a smooth ride. Like, I was thinking it's gonna be choppy. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But no, it's literally just a glide. Like,
yeah, it was so cool. Did you like how both of our favorite things, mine was your birthday and yours was my birthday?
facts. Yes. Yeah, that's true.
What's that about? That's funny.
I don't know. Like I don't know. We acts of service.
What is your love language? What is your like
How do I
top,
show?
What is your top 2? No, how do you receive? How do you like to receive?
Oh, I know one. I know like my main is words of affirmation. Like someone encouraging me, believing in me, speaking life into me is my number one thing. Like because it helps me believe in me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when someone does that, that's my shit. I'm not gonna lie. I show by doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely do.
You know, like like if I'm doing shit for you,
For me. Yeah.
I probably love you.
So you drive me to work.
Okay.
You pick me up. You cook me food. I think he loves me, guys. I think I'm really loved.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, cooking. Yeah, like the cooking part is definitely that's my favorite thing.
You enjoy cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you enjoy it.
Yeah, I love cooking for people. I ain't gonna lie, or someone.
Oh, yeah. That's how you show love.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess, yeah, is that acts of service? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess,
yeah,
that
yeah.
falls into that same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I feel like mine is physical touch. I didn't think it was, but I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it might be.
Yeah.
I can believe that, yeah.
It's just so weird because I'm not usually a touchy-feely person. Like, growing up, my parents didn't really...
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, the way my parents showed love was also acts of service. They did a lot of things for us. They sacrificed a lot of things for us, you know, like... That's how they showed their love, but physical touch was not one of them.
But how do you think they show love to each other, though? What'd you see?
My parents, they definitely were very lovey-dovey in front of us.
Oh, okay. They just didn't, like, give y'all hugs.
Yes.
And stuff like that. Got you.
Yeah, my parents, like, we didn't really say I love you to each other. They didn't really, like, hug.
Yeah,
I feel like that sounds so cruel.
See, yeah,
but
it
my
does.
parents weren't cruel. Like, I knew they loved me, but they didn't show it. They didn't, like, show it by hugging me all the time.
Or saying I love you.
Or saying I love you. Yes.
See, yeah, like, it's total opposite for me.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's so crazy. So I just thought that I wasn't a touchy-feely person. So when people like would hug me, I'd be like, oh, like, oh, like stop. But with you, I don't know why. I just can't not be touching you all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's just constant.
It is. Yeah, that's true.
I think, I guess my parents were like that with each other now that we're talking about it.
Okay.
So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Damn, that's true. Like, it's weird when you talk about your parents being in a relationship because, I mean, I seen both of my parents be in a relationship for only 4 years at a time, though. And they were at the same time with different people. My parents really weren't ever together like that. When we were very young, I remember my daddy had a key to the apartment. You know, all the kids were there. He would come through, put things in order. You know, we ain't did stuff right, cleaned up, and we ain't did that. We ain't did what Mama say.
Your dad would do that.
Oh, he coming to check it. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
make sure y'all get this right. Making the twins clean their room up. Boom, boom, boom. Handle whatever you need to handle. He going home.
And then leaves home.
Yeah.
What would your mom be home at that time too?
Yeah.
What would she say? Would she be like, get out?
I'm sure she appreciated it.
Oh, okay,
you know,
yeah.
yeah. Like, it was her place. Like, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were like talking, you know, dating kind of without the dates.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's funny. Yeah.
But yeah, like I seen both of them. Like my mama had a boyfriend for 4 years. My daddy was married for 4 years, and they were at the exact same time. And it was it was pretty weird. They ended up breaking up at the same times. You know,
So they never got together that you're aware of.
They're just so stubborn. I think like that's what it is. I feel like they've let the past control the future. I know that from my mama for sure. I feel like my daddy also. I feel like my daddy came out of that, but it's gonna take two to tango. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take two. So like I feel like he would be open, or he's been open to seeing my mama again.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever happened, it ain't happening. You know what I
On
mean?
your mom's side.
Yeah.
It's not
You
happening.
know. I mean, she's the type to hold on to things though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so whenever she release that, if she does,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I mean, mama and her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm trying to see how. I don't know how they show love. I don't know. I know her boyfriend loved her though. I know for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
He adored her. Like he really did. He had his own demons and stuff, but he really loved my mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciated him. He was cool. He did everything around the house. He worked.
Yeah.
And he always found time to make my mama laugh or whatever the case. Take care of us.
Whatever the case may be.
Whatever the case may be. But my daddy's side, I truly don't know what that dynamic was, as far as like
What
that dynamic was, as far as like romance or how they show love to each other. I have no clue at all. Like,
Really?
not even the slightest idea.
Oh, interesting.
Because when I would go over there, we always had a good time. She had kids, and they were like my age. The boys were, and she had a daughter that was like older than me. But we always had fun. We would be us playing with them. We were outside playing outside or playing the game in the front room. They always in the back watching TV. So I don't really know.
You didn't see them like
Yeah, I didn't really see them
Like-
as a.
unit.
Yeah, like I never did.
Interesting.
Yeah, I never really seen them, so I don't know how my daddy shows or receives love from a woman. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Yeah.
What is your what do you think is a good example of a relationship that you have seen? Like, has there been a relationship that you saw between a man and woman and you were like, that's kind of like what I want to be like?
Yeah. There's a recent one that I've seen is my cousin Tasha and her husband.
Yeah.
Their dynamic is super tight.
Yeah.
They're just best friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're just
I agree
best
with
friends
that.
no matter what. And at least that's what they show.
Yeah.
And they just have a good time. Love each other, praise each other,
Just have
hype each
fun.
other up, have fun.
Yeah.
No shame around each other, no judgment. They just being themselves with each other.
That is honestly what I could say about my parents.
Okay.
They were like that.
Yeah.
They did everything together. They had so much fun. They were always the life of the party. Like, if we were at a wedding or something like that, my parents were always on the dance floor, dancing and just having fun. Just being loose, and just everything was really light and just
Right.
funny and just, I don't know, lively, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is ironic.
That's super tight. Yeah, that's super tight.
Yeah, that is exactly. And they would do everything together too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there are some couples out there that they lived independent lives.
Yeah.
Independent from each other, which I get too. They're their own person, and then when they come together at home, you're together. But us growing up, we would go to the grocery store together all the time. We would all go eat together all the time. We had our sit down dinners every single day, and everything was done together.
Yeah.
As a unit.
Tight.
All the time. And then obviously as us kids got older, my parents, it was still everything they did together all the time. My mom had an appointment, my dad would go with her. It was everything all the time.
Yeah.
It was, and I feel like that is the kind of relationship that I'm trying to emulate.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds tight. So you think most, so you grew up in the Filipino community, right?
Yeah.
Would you say most of the relationships are like that? Like marriages? Or what's the dynamic in?
As far as doing
Are
things
most people
together.
married? Say it is. Are most people married in the Filipino community?
Yes, I would say. Yeah.
So not the same for me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just not. It's far and few between. You know what I mean? It's it's just wasn't that. There were people who were married, but where they You know what I'm saying? Like a unit? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just,
Interesting.
yeah. Like,
I don't
I'm trying to think.
I
I'm
ever
about,
thought
to think. I'm about to think out loud real quick. My daddy's daddy and my mom. I know both of them. Great relationship with both of my grandparents. Not together. Still married. They ain't been together since I've known them. How that is. Let me think somebody else. That's married. My uncle David and my uncle Dennis on my daddy's side. They're both married. I will say Dennis and Roz were cool. They were. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they were. But I ain't see them that much. But they were cool. They were a cool married couple. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying? We would see them. They'd come over. We watched boxing at my grandpa's house all the time.
Yeah.
That's when the family really got together. I'm talking about all the cousins. And yeah, they always showing up, having fun together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But that's like one example.
Yeah.
On my mama's side, yeah, some of my cousins are some of my older cousins, like what you would say, my mama's cousins. I always call them my cousins, like.
Yeah.
But my mama's age group.
Yes.
Some of them are married, but they're like moved away. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't really know them like that.
Yeah.
So like seeing a married couple as an example wasn't
common
for
you.
me.
You didn't see
It
that
wasn't
often.
I was thinking that for like me and my sisters.
That is like so.
Who do we see?
Yeah, that is so interesting because I think I've told you this before, but like every single one of my aunts and uncles, maybe like one or two didn't, but everybody is married with kids. And my mom is one of 13, and my dad is one of 10. So like.
Yeah.
My dad, I will say my dad's one sister, she passed away when she was like in her 40s. She had cancer, but she was single. And so she was like the only one that didn't marry and have kids.
Really?
My dad's one brother, didn't have kids, but he was married. So it's so interesting. It's like so different. Like both of us. So like it's really different for both of us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's like.
What do you want? Like, what do you see?
Oh, I always wanted to be married. Like growing up, I was supposed to be married at 25 with 7 kids.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Like
I thought I was gonna be married and start having kids at 25, actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And have a house, maybe.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's what I thought.
25 was my age too. That I thought.
Yeah.
Everything was gonna fall into place.
I ain't got nowhere to live at 25.
You what?
I don't think I had anywhere to live at 25. I was just out here thugging it. After I was in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably I think had the apartment by then. Me, Jay, my brother, and Derek. Yep.
25. Yep. No kids.
Thugging it. But that's when I think that idea of me being 25, having it all figured out, having a house, having a wife, having kids, was the mentality of the small town mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, like exactly. That's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, being in that situation at 25, in 25, 26, 27, all the way up till now, made me realize that how young we actually are, how young you are at these ages. Because growing up, I'm thinking 25 is old.
Yes, me too. I definitely thought that was old.
Yeah, because people they already have the goal at 25. They have the house, they have the wife, they have the kids.
Exactly.
Most of the people in them small towns have all that by fucking 23. You know what I mean? They done got married at 18, 19, kids. They've been working at the job since 18, so they already on top pay.
Yeah, they're.
You know? So they already
have the seniority.
They got the seniority, so they get, they able to afford a house and all the cars and all this stuff. But like I said, being out, and traveling at those young ages made me realize how young we actually are and how much there is to do.
Yeah, how much life there is to live.
Yeah, and that you ain't got to have it figured out at those ages.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, even us now, 31 and 37, 36, sorry.
36, get 36.
It right. I don't know. I feel like as I got older, I just realized not everybody has it figured out.
Yeah.
Like, nobody does.
Nobody, no matter what.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
It just looks like they do.
It just looks
but
like it.
They don't.
They really don't.
Nobody does.
All right. You want to keep going? You think that's it?
Do you have any other questions to ask?
Nah, not really. None that. Nah. Nah, I don't think so. I think it was a good first show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
We didn't get into like how we met and stuff like that, but we can.
Should we?
We'll do it on
Maybe
next
we
one.
should.
Hey, we'll do it on this one. We can do it on the next one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do it on the next one. Do it on the next one.
It's not a long story either. I mean,
It could
kind
be.
of.
It
Kind
could
of,
be,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, maybe that should be our relationship part for the next one.
Okay.
Like
All right,
all we
cool.
talk about.
All right then.
All right then. Thanks for listening.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Bye.
Bye. Boom.